have a look on this book here. This is Jujutsu no Hon. It means the book about Jujutsu, the same Jujutsu you might know from anime. But this book is not about anime. It's a real book about cursing and the craft of magical techniques and how to get rid of curses. I found this book recently in my own library. I have this book for more than 30 years. And I almost forgot about this book, but when I was at my altar of Baron Samedi, he told me to go in my own library and fetch a book he would show me, and then open the page he would show me. So I did, and had this book in my hand, was wondering, what is it about? And I opened this one page here and found a technique how to get rid of a curse, what is written on those pages here. And this is very interesting because, for example, here on the back of the book you see a puppet of straw, and here you see the cover of this box where it is inside. And this is an old Japanese Indian Siddham script sign, a character which is made for magic and to destroy a curse. You can use this character here for doing so, calling a spirit who will help you. And then you have the straw puppet in here, which reminds you on voodoo rituals. And indeed, there are similarities, but it is not the same. So what we know from voodoo, we will find in Japanese traditions as well. And if we have a look in this book, then we see a lot of things from Japanese history. For example, here is a picture about ghosts in Japan appearing, and then we have here ritualistic instruments, and also we have other interesting things. For example, shamans who make rituals and this cursing magic. So a lot of magic in this great book here. And the interesting point is that one of my spirits told me to fetch this book from my library and find all about cursing from Japan. When I bought this book, I didn't have the intention to find out about magic, but I had the intuition to buy this book, and same was with many of my Japanese books while I lived in Japan. So I was guided by one of my spirits to find this book, and it's exactly about what you find in anime. But this book is not anime. This is a real story, the real tradition behind the magic and spirituality we find in anime. And this here is a big book of Reiki symbols. I'm the co-author, and I have written the part about the Japanese tradition, the spirituality, the Reiki symbols, the sources of it from esoteric Buddhism, from Taoism, shamanism, Shugendo, and about Kujikiri, going on talismans, and and rituals and calligraphy and how to do it, how to work with it. So this is quite long ago, more than 20 years ago, I have written this book. Now I have already my PhD about Japanese Buddhist art history, the symbols from the origins of the Reiki symbols, and I know everything about it. And when I recognized that those topics appear in anime, I thought it is a good idea to tell you the truth about it, because it might be possible that you have felt when you see anime that there might be something real, and this feeling is real as well. And I know this very well because when I was a child, I loved ninja movies. And in the ninja movies, there's so much action, but there's also the ninja magic, the kujikiri, and the making yourself invisible or using mudras and spells and everything. And I thought there must be something real. I don't believe that this is only fantasy, fiction, or action. And many people laughed about me and told me, no, this is not real. This is just a movie. And I said, I will find out. I will find a way to find out what is the truth behind this here. And now, about 40 years have gone and I found out a lot and the real origins, and I was right. And the same, I believe that you are right. If you feel something real, then the feeling is real. And if there's a sparkle in your heart that you wish to know more about it, then I'm here to help you to find out. And let's have a look back on this book about curse magic. So here it's about that it shows forbidden techniques, and here you can see a lot about how to get rid of curses. So this is really a very interesting point, because a lot of things what appear in this book you will find in anime, for example in Jujutsu Kaisen and other anime, or the talismans you can see there. And it might look like that this is just fiction, but actually it is not. So there's a deep reality, and at the same time there is something what is not real. But this is interesting to find out, and so I opened recently a community. It is the Japanese Grimoire Society, and in this community I show you the connection between anime and the real magic. Here, for example, we have other pictures and of ghosts and demons and the curses what we can see in the anime. And for example, here we see something about the kujikiri and talisman again, and I'm looking for one more page with a lot of talismans you can see, not only painted. So on old cloth you can see it here, for example. And let's have a look for one more. For example, here we have a lot of those talismans you can see in anime, and they are real, and all of them have a meaning. So it goes quite deep, and this means we see a lot of real magic in the anime, but not everything is real. Something is changed, and it is good to know who is who and what is what. And now I show you the page I have found when I opened the book a few weeks ago. And this is very funny, because here you see a cat, a small cat in her toilet. And this is a child cat. And this is a poo of the child cat. And here it's about healing or curing a curse that takes the hair away from man on the top of the hair. So if you have a round place, here, a round shape is this character. If you have a round shape, and you get loose of your hair, then this is a disease, and this disease, the origin you can read in this text, is a curse and of a demon. And to get rid of it, there is a ritual that you take the poo of the kitten, of the small cat, and then you burn it a little, yeah, like making, you fry it like making sausages, and then you mix it with the oil of a boar. And then you take those chopsticks and mix everything together, and then you go through your hair with it, yeah, and the places where you lost your hair, and then it's possible, it is derived that it is possible to get rid of this curse, yeah, and the hair would come back again, yeah. And here is written, so this is a Chidio, the healing method, we could say, how to get rid of Jujutsu, the cursing. Yeah? And here a lot of examples in this book, what is possible to do. For example, if you have a problem with your skin, they also believe that this is a curse. And many more types of this. Yeah? Also, for example, animals that make you fall in love, for example, and a lot of things what is possible here. Yeah. So, but not everything of the magic is evil. Not everything is bad, and so, like we know it from anime, we can use it to help people, but it's also possible to harm people, and I'm focused on helping people with it. And I studied in Japan for many years those spiritual traditions. I learned with a ninja grandmother of ninjutsu style, which is completely unknown in the West. And so I know a lot about this, and show you in my community this connection here, and we will make deep dives on those contents. Yeah? And if you know, for example, the Kujikiri, this ritual with ninja magic and Fudomyo and everything, then there are really existing those grimoires who explain those rituals. And for example, here is written Kujigo Shimbo, so it's 9 signs, the 9 seals, and here we have the message or the ritual of protection, and the protection works through cleansing the karma with the power of Fudomyo and the great Sun Buddha and others. And if we have a look in this book here, then we can see those hand signs we know from anime. Yeah? You see, there's we have many things you can see, yeah, and here, and it's, or here also the mantras and the name of the spirits, all those texts, or here the magic about Fudomyo, yeah. So there is existing a lot, and it's not only fiction. And so if you have the sparkle in your heart that there's something real and you want to find more about it, then this here will help you. So this was my introduction into Japanese Grimoire Society. If you like to know more, link is below to my community. Let's find out what is existing in this really world of spirituality, and let's find out how you can go deeper and also a practical way what is possible for you to become a magician, not only in your mind, but maybe on a practical way. See you soon.